In this video, we're going to review the Pythagorean theorem, which is going to be an important thing for this whole unit. So the Pythagorean theorem states that the sum of the squares of the legs of a right triangle are equal to the square of the hypotenuse, which is a really complicated way of saying is if you have a right triangle, the legs are the shorter sides that touch the right angle. So this is a leg B, this is leg A. So if I square those and add them together, that's one side of my equation. The hypotenuse is the side that's across from the right angle. That's C. So if I square that, that's the other side of my equation. So a lot of times you hear a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Depending on the situation, basically what the problem is telling you to do, you might want a decimal answer for the missing side of the triangle. You may want the exact answer with square roots and fractions. So we'll do a couple of each of those in this video. So we're going to find the missing side, and we're going to round to 2 decimal places if necessary. Alright, so the first thing is, whenever you're doing the Pythagorean theorem and trying to find a missing side, is identify which one is the hypotenuse. Because when you're doing it with the hypotenuse is the side that goes by itself on one side of the equal sign, and the other 2 sides, the legs, go together. We're trying to find this missing side. Let's just call it x, because that's what we generally use for things we don't know. So now, first thing I'm going to do is square both these numbers. So 25 squared is 625. And I'm just using a calculator to do these. I don't know how to do these in my head. 24 squared is 576 plus x squared. I want to solve for x squared. In this case, because there's no single x term, I can just get the numbers to the other side. So I'm going to subtract 576 to the other side. 625 minus 576 is 49. And then how do I get rid of the square? I take the square root of both sides. So now I get x all by itself. Technically, when I take the square root of both sides in the equation, I should get plus or minus the final answer. But because I'm talking about the side of a triangle, I don't have to worry about the negative, so it's just going to be the positive answer. And the square root of 49 is 7. So my final answer is just 7. That's the missing side of this right triangle. Here's another example. Same thing. Find the missing side, that's called x. First thing, identify the hypotenuse across from the right angle is 4. So my equation 4 is going to be by itself, and the 2 squared and the x squared are going to be together. 4 squared is 16, 2 squared is 4. Then we solve it just like the last problem. Subtract 4 from both sides. That gives us 12 equals x squared. To get x by itself, I take the square root of both sides. So x is going to be the square root of 12. And we know how to simplify these things, but this one just wants a decimal approximation. So it's going to type in the square root of 12 into a calculator and get 3.46. So that is the approximation for the side length on that side of the right triangle. Now we're going to do the same type of examples. The only difference is we want an exact value. So we shouldn't get a decimal. We should leave our final answer with square roots and things like that. So again, identify the hypotenuse. This is the side we don't know. So in this case, it's x. So if that side is x, I'm going to get x squared equals the square root of 3 squared plus 1 squared. X squared. The square root of 3 squared, the square root and the squared are opposite, so they cancel out, just gives me 3 plus 1. So x squared is 4. Take the square root to cancel out the x squared, and I get the square root of 4 is 2. So my final answer is this one's 2. Don't have to have any square roots or anything in this answer. I just get 2 as my final answer. One more one where we're trying to find the exact value. So I'm going to identify the hypotenuse first. So 6 squared equals 4 squared plus x squared. 6 squared is 36. 4 squared is 16. I'm going to subtract 16 from both sides to get 20 equals x squared. Then I'll take the square root of both sides, and I'm going to get x equals the square root of 20. So that is a final answer, and it's the exact answer, but we want to simplify as much as possible. And what we learned earlier is how to simplify square roots, and that's if there's any perfect squares in this, I can pull it out. So 20 is 4 times 5, and 4 is a perfect square, so that's going to come out of the square root as a 2. So for this one, the final answer is 2 square root of 5 is the simplest exact answer I could have. And again, exact answer means you're not going to put it into a calculator because that requires rounding. All right, you're just going to leave your answer like this. All right, here's one for you to try on your own. All right, find the exact answer of the missing side in this right triangle. And when you go through the process, first identifying that 6 is the hypotenuse, that's the one by itself on one side, you end up getting 25 equals x squared, and the square root of 25 is just 5. Right, so this one you get this exact answer, just 5. All right, so for this learning objective, you're going to complete problems on delta math, or you're going to do 3 problems where you have to round, and 3 problems where you need to find the exact answer.